Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison, and apparently I'd like to welcome this low-flying jet to the continuation of Ocarina of Time 3D. If we shoot this eye on the wall, then we get some treasures here to ease us into Gerudo Training Grounds. Because last time on the game, we made a ton of progress, and we finished some outstanding quests out in the world. We vanquished an evil ancient family curse, and all we have left is this minor dungeon to contend with before rescuing Zelda, who is being held captive by the evil Ganondorf. But first, we must overcome the trials in the chambers ahead so that we can be deemed worthy of the treasure. I have specifically avoided practicing this area too much because, well, there's quite a few of these rooms we got to contend with, but this is one that I do remember. The Stalfos Knights and the Hover Boots. So you stay away from me because fighting these guys normally is very annoying, and you usually find yourself sinking in the sand before you have a chance to do anything. So we got that going for us, and the main conceit of this dungeon is to more or less find as many keys as we possibly can so that we can get the ultimate treasure, which is something that you never need or have to use at any point. It's kind of obscene just how useless this particular item is. Over here we've got to collect the Jewels of White while avoiding traps and danger. Sounds good to me, I guess. Do you know there are some rolling rocks here? The epitome of, kicking alcoholism. Just avoiding all of these shenanigans. But they're in fairly easy to find places. I just wish they couldn't have been a little bit more specific, and ooh, my goodness, how they elected to do this. I actually think that's the end. Let's go over here. So I know one of these we're gonna have to, jump for. Thank you. And it sounds like there's like a floor master trying to sneak up on me. That's a trap. So we've got to go around, I'm sure. Oh my god, can you leave me alone? It's like he's stuck. He's stuck in the middle, like this middle row here. Oh good, and the timer stops. So if I do something, I think, actually, does fire come up from that? I almost feel like yes. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Yeah, last thing I want to do is get burned by one of these things. Not only is it embarrassing, but it's also very painful. Okay, without the necessary items, one will be confounded by impossible mysteries. Like how to defeat oh my god, a tanky-ass Wolfos. Alright then. Oh, and he gave me nuts. Nice. Is this retribution for the Forest Temple? It must be. Please leave me alone. Oh god. So for some reason, Big Rod Sword doesn't really seem to do much damage to these guys, and they have impenetrable shields. I wonder if that's their claws. That's insane. Oh my god, there are several of them. I'm trying to... Thank you. I can't do a quick spin to save my life. Alright, well, these guys are also pretty chunky too, the White Wolfos. I'm amazed they didn't get a scratch on me. That's impressive. Well done, doggos. Those are the pets that I want to keep around. So another treasure in the form of arrows. So there's no dungeon map or compass or anything along those lines. There are even a lot of traps. So yeah, go to hell, man. If we want to go ahead and move this, we need one with silver hands. See, they're just so cryptic and obtuse in their hints, but they're also incredibly obvious. But we go ahead and push this, and it's going to lead to a path that should have a locked door, which means we got to find some way to get rid of those bars. So if you use, I guess, common knowledge, you can see that your indicator for the hookshot goes through this wall because it's a trap. Well, technically an illusory wall, but that is a-okay. Let's go run over here and see what's in this room, because some of these chambers are more like closets, and this very well could be one of them. Oh my god. What the hell did I just slip myself into? This is unfortunate. Why are there so many likes? Again, remember, if you end up getting eaten by these things, they will strip you of your shield and your tunic, right off your cute little bodice. But with all of them having been murdered, oh my god, camera angles. How do they work? We've got some treasures to collect, and money everywhere. Let's start with this one. It's on the pedestal, so obviously it should be the best one. Fine, we'll take the ice trap and we'll see what are in these other ones. Surely one of them must be a key. This is simply a blue rupee. I wonder if that was maybe supposed to be like an Hylian shield in case you got eaten and you were bad enough not to pick it up. Oh, cool. And another huge rupee. After we saved that family of billionaires, God knows we need even more of those. But obviously the trick to this room is the third slot or spot or whatever you want to call it, which holds our second small key. I hope we're doing this right, because I think by the end of this we should have like 9 total, but we'll have to use some in order to get some. Nice. Okay, well, let's head through this door, and we've got the flame room. This is fun. You know, let me adjust my items just a little bit. I will probably need nuts again, so I'll set them there. We might need the Megaton hammer, and that should be okay for now. This is going to be among one of the last spots for us to summon our old friend Pierre the Wandering Scarecrow. And I feel so bad that this is where we have to say so long to our very straw-y friend. So this outer ring is going to be rotating, which means we've got to go ahead and do exactly as the disembodied voice tells us. Otherwise, we're going to get in trouble, and we will not get any pudding with our lunch. That is just simply a travesty. So one more time. I don't know if there's a time limit on these. I wouldn't be surprised, but doing that causes you to stop. And just to be on the safe side, I am just going to hook shot over. If you fall in the lava, I'm pretty sure it acts as a void, so an easy way to get back to the top level. We found a key. Thank you. And there we go. So I think this is where we need to go to continue, but let's go and hook shot onto Pierre's collarbone, because, you know, he's my collar. And here we are. So you can see there's quite a lot of fences surrounding us. But we also want to keep note of the fact that there's an additional hidden room over here that doesn't seem to have any obvious way in. So I'm going to try to remember where that is, but Lens of Truth, while not a necessity, would certainly help here. Hopefully there aren't any more secret treasures around this joint, but let us skedaddle. I already mentioned this before, but I love that there are just so many different ways that we can, you know what, maybe murder some fire keys before they have a chance to murder me. God, I was sniping these things on my 2DS XL just because the gyroscoping has been like such an improvement, but it seems so shaky on this version. Oh, and there's a secret in this room. More of these fire slugs that I hopefully don't step in. No you don't. Give me the heart. Damn it. I wouldn't have made it anyways. Oh, and that opens the door and reveals a chest. Cool. This is going to be very annoying to edit, I fear. And it's because the HUD keeps like phasing in and out. You can kind of just probably tell that I'm not showing the hearts or the items very consistently in this area, and it's because I can already tell it's going to be very annoying. It's a good thing I've been catching up on Dexter. I mean, I've been watching New Blood, which is like the prequel, and the one thing that annoys the ever-living hell out of me is the intro to that show. They pay homage to the original of Dexter getting ready in the morning to go to work, but it's him as like a teenager or early 20s or whatever, but there is the most annoying, aggravating sound effect of like a chomping, like a comical chomp as he's eating breakfast that was not in the original, and I could probably even play it for you now. But it's ridiculous just how obscenely loud and out of place it sounds. And then they cut the actual edit of the theme song in such a weird way that doesn't mesh with it in the slightest. So for the 1% of you who have probably seen it, I had it on good authority that it was worth the watch. So that's why I decided to do that while Resurrection gets released. But yeah, it's so weird. Oh, cross the sea of fire. Oh, no. This is going to be kind of an annoying room, I think. One thing that you might want to be careful for is this silver rupee that is probably going to be very hot to the touch. I don't think we necessarily need the hover boots here, but it would probably help once we get murdered by freaking bubbles. So what is it? YLR? And this will get us a couple of Song of Time blocks. But we also have a ton of different rooms to go into, which is not very fun. Oh geez. So if we go up here, this is going to lead us, hey, to a very lovely small key. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this switch gets rid of that fire, but the second we grab our 5th and final rupee, we have like a little animation of the door opening, and the fire usually comes back by then, so I am just going to get in, get out, and ski-daddle. Thank you. Oof, that almost looked like it was not going to make it. Thank you. And this also acts like a void too. Oh god, I don't think I can make that. Hold on, I panicked and pressed pause, but I might actually need the hover boots for this. Go Link! Oh my god, and then I almost get bubbled anyways. So actually, that timing is very forgiving. Thank you. I think my theory on the other version that I'm practicing on being the... Wait a minute, where the hell are we? Being the 1.0 version, I think still holds true. I think I want to check this out real quick. Jesus, thank you. Oh no, it's the toilet room. The OG toilet room. We're swapping out the old iron boots for the hovers, or vice versa. And then we play the Song of Time again. Because, well, this is probably one of the most unnecessary rooms and challenges. But we do want to be careful. And we'll be happy about this challenge, damn it. There are going to be a ton of those shell blades down here. But let's just be on the lookout and try. I wish I could adjust the camera. I'm so used to all of the other games that I'm playing right now, but you can kind of tell. Oh, nope, button, thank you. Oh, this is why we don't put things on the touch screen, because I can't just like tap it and then, yeah, now I'm like stuck. Okay, thank you. Just getting absolutely bullied by these guys. I love how Navi still has her voice like watered. Like, why does it sound garbly? Did that happen in the water temple? Maybe I didn't notice or I didn't get into enough confrontations, but I don't like not being able to see down. Thank you. Okay, let's try this again. Since touch controls simply don't work whenever I want them to, and then I get swept away. Okay, the way the game wants us to do this is more or less by hookshotting, but can I just put my shoes on? This is supposed to be fun and easy. Like, actually the easiest room of GTG. There we go. There's number 4, which means our last one is right here, which we can't even backflip for. So, yeah, the way that you can't even tell what direction the water is going. Thank you. Wait, what? It was not even affecting me then and there. You know what? I'm not going to complain. If this is the worst that they've got for us, then we very well could be in trouble for Ganon's Castle. I am kind of excited about that because for the same reason that I like GTG, Ganon's Castle does have a revisit to each of the temples that is done pretty well, all things considered. All right, well, I'm going over here, and I'm pretty sure this area up there is gonna take us to where we need to go. So let's go right, oh my God, camera, thank you. This is going to be so painful to watch. Oh man. Oh no. I forgot about this. We have the addition of the upgraded Lizafulls in the form of the Dinafulls. These guys are way more aggressive and they've got a lot more hair on their chest. So they're going to make me a very sad boy when I miss. Thank you. Not to mention the fact that the walls have fire barriers. Look at him scurrying. Excuse me, sir. It's almost like not really even fair, like that he can go up there like that. Oh, we're still being timed. Okay, well, we have a BMOS that apparently I can do nothing about. Let's go and toss those up there, I guess, in the worst part of the touchpad, the upper right corner. There we go. Thank you. Oh, and the treasure. All right, let's go and take this. So this should be key number 8. Very nice. So they do taunt you with some hearts up here, which I guess you can't even grab normally. But if you try to approach, even after the fight, there are flame walls, but you can approach via these corners and jump over there for them. I just don't think it's necessarily worth it, because most of the time they'll still pop up, but I guess it's really not that bad. I feel like the last time I tried this, yeah, that kept happening. You can jump over them, but you still just get messed up. So it's kind of funny that they even put those there in the first place. And now we're back at start. We are exactly where we began. Although the question stands, this I think takes us into the main room where we need to be. So let's take it. Let's see what happens when we go in here. Surrounded on both sides to acquire their hidden treasure. We need all of the keys. Let's go this way first. Most of these little side chambers will have a lovely amount of just random miscellaneous things in them. Like here, this one we actually get 2 of them. But they're not always useful. Oh, cool, bomb chews. Those are worth like 200 bucks out here in the desert. But we do end up coming through this pretty easily, I suppose. Okay, sorry, I got distracted because I thought I wasn't recording and I was like, God damn it. Nothing is like more of a gut punch than looking over after 15 minutes and realizing you weren't recording. But we're back in this room, and that is essentially everything we have here, so that is good for us. I'm actually gonna go ahead and swap on over to the Lens of Truth, just in case. But I think I know which room we need it for. So let's keep on going this way. And you do need all 9 keys in order to make it through, with, I believe, one of them being right up here. So let me see. If I just go ahead and check the roofs, or I guess the ceiling. Oh, it's in the one behind me. That works. So I was 1 room off, but that's all right. And this is the one we caught a glimpse of just a little bit earlier, so thank you for the fake out, I guess. But we found a small key again. Seems like they should have like 1 master skeleton key or something. Alright, let us skedaddle through to the very end because, well, in addition to our fire and light arrows, we get a purple rupee. Excellent. There is one that is sorely missing, and one that I feel like could have been an excellent addition to our arsenal had we been able to get it earlier. Obviously, we could have come here a lot sooner, but we wouldn't have been able to get to the end without the silver gauntlets, and it seems like a waste of time to backtrack and do all that stuff in the middle of a temple, so yeah, hence the reason why I did things the way I did. We get more arrows. We are so filled up that we're just doing it for completionist's sake at this point. But with our final key, we get the ultimate treasure of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please for everybody's favorite damage dealing ice arrows. Any target it strikes will freeze. Oh, that's right. So we have all types of arrows. We haven't needed to use any of them once, but now we are gonna have to use it just a few times. So kind of a shame that that is more or less what it's come down to, but with everything else out in the world having been done, I scoured, I guess, the internet and game facts to see what else we could possibly do other than some races that we've already completed or some archery lessons that we've already aced. There is nothing left for us to do, so I will go ahead and meet you guys outside of Ganon's castle for one last foray into the world at large. By the way, if you try to teleport out, unlike some other mini dungeons like Bottom of the Well, no, we get cock blocked. Thanks for that, game. Alright, so truth be told, I had only planned on completing GTG before ending the video, but I did not realize that our time there was going to be so brief, and I am fairly certain we explored every single room there and grabbed all the treasures. So let's go and head on to Ganon's castle and see exactly what shenanigans this part of the world has been up to, because there's not really much that we can do there aside from, I guess, exploring the exterior just a little bit. But welcome back to his domain. Good God. I cannot finish singing this thing's praises. But should we go and approach over here by the steps? Oh, it's Rauru. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring them down and save Princess Zelda. yeah, brother. The Rainbow Road is real, and it's taken us on a crash course straight into the depths of hell, as we are warmly welcomed into Ganon's foyer. The music in this place is insanely good, and it's all exacerbated by Twin BMOS and V-Bays. This is the main room, and as Raru was saying, we have to break the 6 seals in order to get through this barrier, which otherwise is going to shock us and prevent us from entering Ganon's bedroom, which I'm sure he would absolutely hate. Each of the rooms are correspondent with one of the temples and sages we've already completed and rescued, so we'll definitely keep that into consideration as I struggle to fall to the lower level and reveal ourselves a secret path. This is where you can fill up on literally anything you could ever possibly need. So let's take a look. So we get a green potion from this guy, sure. We're actually going to be using quite a lot of our magic in this area, so having a spare would actually be worth it. Plus this guy will give us some bombs, sure, but I can't carry anymore. How about you? Arrows? Sure, why not? No, I can't carry anymore. Okay, do you have nuts, my friend? No, a red potion. You know what? No, I am good. Get out of here. Also have some fairies, and in general, just a pretty good place to go and stock up on things you might need, unless you're looking for nuts. But, should we do one of the rooms? I almost feel like we should. Let's do one room. Let's start with, let's start with the Spirit Temple. Just get that recency bias out of here. See what happens, and, hopefully enjoy ourselves. Because some of these challenges are really not that bad. All right, I guess we're gonna need, well, actually we're gonna need bomb chews, so whoops. Let's go and load up our friend here. Thank you. Just love seeing its head go like that. And grab some of these. Oof. Pretty sure we got a hook shot up to this. So most of these areas are usually pretty quick. You can move these Armos Knights so that you can grab some of the gems, but what's interesting is the timing that you need for the iframes. So basically it's the end of your roll where you get the most invincibility. So doing it early like that is sort of how you can get this faster. So don't kill me, please. Okay, thank you, cutscene. Again, I should have known, but that's all right. Also, we have this room with more of these damn slugs. Go away. I want nothing to do with you. I appreciate it. We go smack that as hard as we can, and I think that gives you a bomb chew, because this is the only time where you would really realistically need to use it. It's not a necessity because I've seen other people do this by throwing bombs and other things like that, but you gotta line it up just right and we'll boom. It's not even timed or anything, so there we have it. Let's go ahead and open her up for a fill up for one last time on our bomb chews. And we've got ourselves the room where we can, use our fire arrows for the first time. Hell yeah, brother. So this is fun. We select the fairy bow, we press A over it twice, and then we select which of our arrows we want to use. This one, we could use Din's fire, but I would elect not to. And there we go. We burn that away to reveal some light, and we have a couple of very sad suns on the wall. I think it might be this one. No, it's not. But as it turns out, you can't use light arrows on these things like you could for Majora's Mask. And I'm pretty sure in that game you could do that, but let's go and do this. Put our thing away. Nope, that is the wrong one as well. I thought, this is another area that I haven't really bothered practicing just because it just feels so much better to go through this specifically without having to worry about doing things optimally. Good God, that was definitely not on purpose. Here, oh my God, am I dead? Nope, get away from me, Nosferatu hand. I just wanted to show what all the wrongs ones were. And there we have it. Once we enter this room, they give you a small refill on magic and arrows so that you can shoot with, and nuts. So you can shoot a light arrow at it. Again, it uses quite a lot of magic in comparison to the others, which are classified as low, but let's go ahead and light her up. Oh my god, it's Naburu. The spirit barrier is dispelled. And then we get instantaneously transmitted back to the main room. But with that having been said and done, ladies and gentlemen, next time in Ocarina of Time 3D, I don't think we're necessarily going to beat the game. We're gonna finish off the rest of these rooms, but they're a little time consuming. And then we'll see where we end things off on that, but I'm very excited to finally put this adventure behind us, as much as I've been enjoying it, aside from the editing portion. But take care, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you here next time. God damn.